विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वतीति नामिने वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वृन्दाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिप्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Dhruv Prabhu, you can just show on screen the Kirtan Ashraya Korea Bando. So this Kirtan is in the category of Guru Tattva, we all know, and written by Sri Sanatan Das. Now this Kirtan can be sung in different melodies. This Kirtan, if we just observe this, we find that it is same uh, pattern as Gauranga Balite Have, which is one of the most common Kirtan and everyone knows this, the tune of Gauranga Balite Have. So that tune is considered as evening tune also. So Gauranga Balite Habe's evening tune that it is can be applied in this. And also our Mangal Aarti's tune also, the morning tune can be applied in this. So every kirtan which we will sing in every class, I'll just sing one particular tune, maybe morning or evening, and then I'll send a recording of the other tune. Suppose I am singing the evening tune right now. So of the same kirtan, I will send the recording of the morning tune as well. So everyone can distinguish also and get to know which tune and how to sing that particular kirtan. So let's start. So we will just do with the evening tune, which is of Gauranga Balite Have. We all remember the tune, how it is. Gauranga Balite Have. So in the same way, we apply that tune into this kirtan. आश्रय करिया बंदो श्री गुरु चरण जहाँ है ते मिले भाई कृष्ण प्रेम धन जीवेर निस्तार लागी नंद सूत हरि भुवने प्रकाश पान गुरु रूप धरि महिमाए गुरु कृष्णा एक कोरि जानो गुरु आज्ञा हृदय सब सत्य कोरि मानो सत्य ज्ञान गुरु वाक्य जाहर विश्वास अवश्यता हर हय व्रज भूमि वास जार प्रति गुरु देवा हन परसना कोनो विघ्ने ते नाही है अवसाना। गुरु कृष्ण रुष्ट हले गुरु राखी बारे पारे। गुरु रुष्ट हले कृष्ण राखी बारे नारे। गुरु माता गुरु पिता गुरु है न पाते। गुरु बिना है संसारे नाहि यार गति। गुरु के मनुष्य ज्ञान ना करो कखो ना। गुरु निंदा कभो करने ना करो श्रवण। गुरु निंदु के मुख कभु ना हिरीबे। जथा है गुरु निंदा तथा ना जाइबे। गुरुर विक्रिया जदि देखा हो खोना। तथापि अवज्ञा नहीं करो कदाचन। गुरु पाद पद में रहे जार निष्ठा भक्ति। जगत तारिते से धरे महाशक्ति। हेनो गुरु पाद पद्म करहो वंदना। जहाँ है ते घुचे भाई सकल जंत्रणा। गुरु पाद पद्म नित्य दे करे वंदना। शिरे धोरे बंदी आमी ताहार चरण। श्री गुरु चरण पद्म हृदय करी आस। श्री गुरु वंदना करे सनातन दास। आश्रय करी बंदो श्री गुरु चरण। जहाँ है ते मिले भाई कृष्ण प्रेम धन। आश्रय करिया बंदो श्री गुरु चरण। जहाँ है ते मिले भाई कृष्ण प्रेम धन। जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा। जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा। गुरुदेव आपकी जय जय हो। 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 जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा। जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा। जय गुरुदेवा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 राम। Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Shri Nitai Gaur Manande, Hari Hari Bol. Shila Gurudev ki jai ho, Shila Prabhupada ki jai ho. जय जय श्री राधे श्याम. Okay, so Dhruv Prabhu, you can stop the screen share.
I think it looks like Prabhuji is disconnected. I think he's joining in now.
Hare Krishna.
So we will start now. First of all, I would like to pay my humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of my Guru Padma Shripad Bhaktivedanta Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj, unto the lotus feet of my Shiksha Guru Padma Shripad Madhav Priya Prabhuji, unto Nityalila Pravishta Shrimad Bhaktivedanta Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Nityalila Pravishta Shrimad Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and Nityalila Pravishta Shrimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj's lotus feet. I pay my humble obeisances unto all associates of Srila Prabhupada, all associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna, and all the Vaishnavis present here. Thank you so much for joining this session, this discussion on Jaiva Dharma. So today we all are starting this sequence of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's great literature, the great work that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the great contribution to our whole sampradaya that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ji has given. And this particular Granth, Jaiva Dharma, is so important. It has so much significance in the life of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, and it has been proven by our Srila Gurudev Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj ji himself, that how he himself read this, not just read, but completely did the study, proper study of this particular scripture. Dhruv Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I think your video has stopped and your internet might be cutting out.
I was disconnecting again and again. Now it's fine?
For now, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So this particular scripture by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, it has been studied by Srila Gurudev himself more than 70 times. So just imagine how much importance this scripture is of. So with our small efforts, with whatever our Guru Vargas, they have been expecting from us. See, they have spent their days and night in converting and ये तो मेरे इंटरनेट पे आ रहा है ना, आपका नहीं। ये है ना 11 Pro। हरे कृष्णा। ना, हरे कृष्णा, am I audible? No? Yeah, sorry for that, some internet issue. Gate बंद कर दो. Okay, so we will just start with our introduction to this scripture, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Jaiva Dharma. Yeah, so let's start with the meaning of Jaiva Dharma. What is the meaning? What is the understanding with this word itself called Jaiva? Jaiv, we all understand, it means Jiva. And Jiva is another word for soul. So the word Jaiva means things that are related to the Jiva. That is Jaiva. So when we talk about Jaiva Dharma means, in simple layman's language, if we try to understand, it is just religion of the soul. If we just translate the word dharma, which is an Hindi word, which is like a Sanskrit word, dharma gets translated into religion in English. But in the current phase of life, at current times, if we observe everywhere in the whole world, this word religion in itself, it is used in a very different way. In the name of religion, there are so many differences, so many discriminations, so many different things are going on, fightings, war, and whatnot. So, is it really that they have a proper understanding, or we ourselves, even as a devotees, we really have a proper understanding of this word religion? So this whole grantha, the name in itself is Jaiva Dharma. The whole grantha, it actually revolves around this particular question, that what is the religion of the soul? The answer is very simple, but the depth of that answer, the chapters that are present in this answer actually opens the real domain of what the religion is. Our Guru Vargas, they in a very simple way explain this with a common example, that everything around us, everything has a nature. Nature means has a characteristic function. And this is what the definition also is. Here it is said, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying that Jaiv Dharma means the dharma of Jiva, or the characteristic function related to the Jiva. So every object has a characteristic function. For example, we have water. What is the characteristic of water? The main characteristic of water is the liquidity. That water in its natural state is liquid. But what happens when we keep that same water into refrigerator? When we keep that same water into some very cold temperature, what happens? The water gets converted into ice. Now the ice is not liquid. Ice is how? It is solid. So that water got liquefied, solidified. So it has changed its nature from liquid to solid. But the real nature, the dharma of that water is liquidity. As soon as you bring it out of the refrigerator, as soon as you keep it in the normal atmosphere, normal temperature, what happens? It comes back to its original natural form. In the same way, the jivas also have their natural characteristic function. But when they are kept in a foreign environment, for example, we are all kept into this jurisdiction of Maya. So our natural function, the characteristic function has been covered, and we are not acting as per the way we should have acted. So for that, we first have to understand that what is dharma, what is our dharma, and then only we can realize that, oh, I'm not really following this dharma. I'm not really being into my natural state. I am in some different state, or I'm doing something wrong. So I'll start recognizing that at least. So this is important. The next point, that what is the difference between this dharma, religion, and faith? Currently, all the people who are talking about religion, they are actually talking about faith, not religion. How? Try to understand this. We all say, oh, I am Indian, I am foreigner, I am Christian, I am Muslim. Some other person is Muslim, some other person is Sikh, some other is following Buddhism, he is Jaini. So we are designating all these different things, and then we say that it is the religion. But try to understand one thing. When we are talking about the religion of water, what is the religion of water? Religion of water is liquidity. Is the religion of Indian water different from religion of American water or Australian water? No. Religion of water is same. It is liquid everywhere. In the same way, we talk about lemon. What is the nature of lemon? That it is sour. So are only Indian lemons are sour? Lemons everywhere, they are sour. It's their nature. If it is sweet, if it is not sour, then it is not lemon, it is something else. I'm just misleading, or I'm just getting mistaken by considering it as a lemon. We have example, our Guru Vargas use this example, bitter gourd. Bitter gourd is, in Hindi, we call it Karela. It's very bitter. In the name itself, it is there, bitter gourd. So this bitter gourd, its nature is that it is bitter. As soon as that bitterness goes away, its real nature is not there. A Karela, a bitter gourd, which is not bitter, it's like something wrong is there in that. Now, everywhere universally, that bitter god will be bitter. In the same way, when we are talking about dharma, religion of the soul, so we have to understand this, that the religion of the soul is same everywhere. It's not, we never consider that, oh, that person is a Christian soul. Do we say like this? That person is a Muslim soul, Islamic soul, or the other person is a Jewish soul. I'm an Indian soul. No, we don't designate soul with these kind of categorizations. So all these symptoms, all these kind of different categorization that we are creating in the name of religion is not actually religion. It is faith. They are studying different subjects. They have different line of philosophy, and they have some particular faith on that philosophy. And then they are giving it as a name of religion, and then we are all fighting amongst each other in the name of religion. But in actual, the religion of the soul is fixed. It is same for everyone, be it an Indian, be it an American, or anyone. So now the question comes that what is the religion of the soul? What is dharma, the characteristic function of the soul? And that in one statement, as we can see in the slide also, in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he has explained this in just one shloka, one payar, and that is Jivera Swarupa Haya Krishnera Nitya Das, Krishnera Tatastha Shakti Bheda Bhed Prakash. So in the first line itself, you can observe this. Jivera Swarupa Haya Krishnera Nitya Das. Does it mean? Jivera Swarupa Hai. So Swarup actually means the constitutional position. And that is when the Jiva is established in its dharma. Swarup comes when a Jiva is into its characteristic function. So Jivera Swarupa Hai. What is the characteristic function of Jiva? What is the constitutional position of Jiva? What is the dharma of Jiva? So Jiv's dharma, Jaiva Dharma, is Krishnera Nitya Das, that it is the eternal servant of Krishna, who is the supreme personality of Godhead. Because that Jiva is the part and parcel of that infinite whole, Lord Shri Krishna. So this is like the Bij mantra. Bij mantra is, what does it mean? Bij means seed. A seed has the whole information of the seed has a whole information of the tree. In that seed itself, there are branches also. In that seed itself, there is the whole trunk, the leaves, the flowers, the fruit, roots, everything is there, but in a particular dormant state. So right now, we are also in such kind of dormant state. Our real dharma has not yet manifested inside us. The way we explained that how when the water is kept in the refrigerator, it has been solidified because of the cold temperature, because of some foreign atmosphere. In the same way, we are also not acting as per our natural instincts, as per our natural function. That is being eternal servant of Lord Krishna. So this particular mantra, Jivera Swarupa Hai, Krishnera Nitya Das, this is the Bij mantra, the fundamental aphorism. This is the fundamental of all instructions. It's like the starting stage of getting to know that, okay, this is my identity which I have to attain, which I have forgot right now. I'm not acting as per my identity. So here comes a very important question, that when we are talking about Jaiva Dharma, the Jaiva means Jiva, that is soul. But when we are comparing and when we are discussing all these things about the constitutional position, about being the eternal servant of the Lord, it seems that we are talking about humans. Because generally we don't see a dog, a cat, they are hearing some Harikatha or discussing about Bhagavatam and having a question and answer session or something like that. No. Instead, when any animal come in our Harikatha, what we do? All the audience will start jumping. Hey, what it is? If a little lizard also, just a few days back, our Prabhuji was doing Harikatha in the temple, and some lizard came, and half of the crowd they just jumped. So they don't want, even if some cat or dog it comes, what the devotees will do? We'll try to, we don't want, we try to show it away because that's like a disturbance. So it continuously through these kind of examples and observations, we can see that how this Jaiv Dharma seems to be only beneficial for humans. But is it? This Jaiva Dharma, when we are talking about Jaiva Dharma, as we just discussed, that the religion of the soul is same for all. And the concept of developing that religion, getting established into that religion, is for everyone, is for all the jivas. And even if we talk about humans, we consider that, oh, only those who are in the line of Mahaprabhu, only those who are in the Vaishnavism, they only can get benefited by this. No, as Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is stating that it is beyond distinctions of race, caste, stage of life, time, place, or person. It is beyond all these kind of considerations, all these kind of distinctions. Any person from anywhere, from any stage of life, from any caste, any background, anywhere, he can get benefited from this Jaiva Dharma. Just by understanding this, that okay, I'm not into my natural position and I have to start moving into the direction where I attain my natural position. So any person who has started moving into that direction is getting benefited by this Jaiva. And not just of different humans, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, it's like he's opening his arms and embracing everyone who is there. He's embracing everyone who can come. And his arms are so big, his heart is so big that in that the whole manifestation can come and get benefited. So he is explaining that how this Jaiva Dharma is not just beneficial for humans, it is for even animals, birds, insects, aquatics. But just now we discussed that how all these animals and all, it doesn't appear like they anyway follow Jaiv Dharma. They anyway has accepted it. They undergo so many their karmic reactions and they are not really performing sadhana. We don't see anyone, any dog or cat or any animal performing some devotional service generally. But Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakurji is explaining different instances from different scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam and explaining that how even personalities, jivas who are in the body other than humans, they also have accepted Jaiv Dharma. What are the examples? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is giving one beautiful example of Ahilya. We can see there are so many examples. We will not discuss all of them, but I don't know how many of you know about Ahilya. We'll just briefly discuss that so that everyone gets to know that okay, there is this some personalities there and how she attained. So Ahilya was the wife of Gautam Rishi, and Gautam Rishi once he went outside for some work. Now from behind, Indra came disguised as Gautam Rishi. And when he came disguised as Gautam Rishi, he wanted to come close and enjoy Ahilya. So what happened? Ahilya, she could not recognize the difference between Gautam Rishi, the real Gautam Rishi, and this Indra who has come in the form of Gautam Rishi. And when the real Gautam Rishi he came and he observed that how this Indra has come and he has tried to come close to my wife, he at once got angry more on his wife that why she could not distinguish. So that innocent wife, she got cursed by Gautam Rishi to become a stone. And now, because she got cursed by Gautam Rishi, and Gautam Rishi being very much compassionate at the same time, as we keep hearing from different instances of Bhagavatam and all, that how these great sages, they first curse nicely. And then what they do? Obviously, because they're so compassionate, so they give an atonement to that curse simultaneously. And that same curse actually appears to be like a boon if we see from a wider vision. And all these examples that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has taken are the proofs of that. So Ahilya here, she got cursed, and then Gautam Rishi gave another boon that Lord Ram will come and he will give you the dust of his lotus feet, and you will attain your liberation. You will get delivered by him. And that's what happened. Lord Ram came and he stepped on that stone, which was Ahilya, and then he delivered her. And then there is another example. So even in the body of a stone, that Ahilya got delivered. She accepted Jaiva Dharma. Then there is another beautiful example. We all have seen Little Krishna. We all have seen Little Krishna, the animated movie of Krishna, or different TV series related to Krishna's beautiful pastimes. Also, we hear lectures and read from the authentic text that there were two trees called Yamalarjuna. Who were these two trees? These two trees were actually demigods. The treasurer of demigods, whose name is Kuber. So the son of Kuber, there were two sons of Kuber. What were the names of those two sons? Nala Kuber and Manigriva. We every year in the month of Damodar month, the Kartik month, we sing this Damodar Ashtakam. And in Damodar Ashtakam, we all sing this line, Kuber Atma Jau Bhakt. Swaya Mochito Bhakti Bhajo Kritaucho. So in that, it has been said that how Kuber's two sons, Manigriva and Nala Kuvera, they were very nicely enjoying in the celestial planets. And they were taking bath in a pond with young women. They were enjoying. And then Naradji, he was passing by that area. As soon as Naradji crossed, what Naradji do? He is chanting, Narad Muni Bajai Veena Radhika Raman Name. Narad Muni, on his Veena, he is chanting the name of Radhika Raman, and he is passing by nicely. Now, as soon as he was passing by through that area, these two brothers, Manigriva and Nalakuvera, they were still enjoying. And then as soon as they saw Narad Muni, they felt little hesitant. But still not so much as per comparing to those women. The women, they at once covered their body and they went away. But these two sons of Kuber, they were so much intoxicated with the wealth and the beauty that they had that they were not feeling ashamed also. Instead, they came out of the pond and they started chastising Naradji that why you have come through this way. Did you not have any other way to go around? Why you chose this particular way only, this particular path only? You know we are enjoying here. So Naradji, out of compassion, he cursed. So this is the compassion. He's saying that Kuvera, he is the treasurer of all the demigods, and his two sons, what is the state that they have got into? These two sons of Kuvera, they are completely getting into materialistic life. And to deliver them, he at once cursed that, okay, you really like being exposed like this, so you become a tree. You want to expose your body, you want to stay nude like this and enjoy, you become trees. And those two personalities, when they got this kind of curse, they got started shivering. And then Narad Muni, he consoled them, saying that after thousands and thousands of years, when you will get your proper lesson of the mistake, then what will happen? You will actually be planted. You will be taking birth as a tree, but in the courtyard of Nand Baba. So, how glorious is the association of devotees, such pure devotees, that even they are like Chintaman. Anything that comes in contact with these kind of touchstones, they only and only get auspiciousness. Externally, it may appear that, oh, what is happening? What is happening? All my enjoyment is gone, everything is gone. And this is very beautiful that how once a devotee, they came to Srila Gurudev, Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and they paid obeisances. And after paying obeisances, they said that Maharaji, please bless us. Please give us all your blessings nicely so that we can be very happy. So Srila Gurudev, what he said? He said that I really pray that your material life gets completely destroyed. And as soon as they heard this, they were like, what is this? We are here to take the blessing so that all our projects, all our business, job, and everything goes nicely. My family life, everything becomes completely settled and I can happily live. I want these kind of blessings. But what Maharaj is saying, that I pray that your material life get completely doomed. So externally, it may look like it is such a bad kind of blessing, but overall, when we understand deeply, we find that it is something that is of real auspiciousness. It is the real wealth that they are providing us through this. So, in the same way, Naradji also, when he cursed like this, how greatly fortunate these two brothers were that they appeared as free in the courtyard of Nand Maharaj, Nand Baba, who is the father of Krishna. So, Krishna took birth and then they were staying in that house of Nand Baba, and these two trees, they are witnessing all these beautiful childhood pastimes of Krishna, which is so difficult for big yogis who are meditating and who are performing so much austerity just to get one little image of Krishna present in their heart, just to get one little darshan of Krishna for even one minute millisecond. But they don't get that. And these two brothers, in the form of tree, they are witnessing all the beautiful, sweet, melodious pastimes of Krishna. And not just this, Srila Gurudev explains that how when Krishna, he steals butter very nicely. He is stealing butter from his own house also. What to speak of others? His own house is stealing butter, escaping from Maya, and then he is running when Mother Yashoda is chasing him to catch him. So he is running, and while running, because he has stolen butter, so all of his hands are full of butter. So with that, he is running and he is trying to escape behind these two trees. As in childhood, we all must have known that how when we play these kind of games with our friends, we take the help of some kind of maybe tree or pole to get away, to run away. So Krishna also is using these two trees and he is touching them, hiding behind them. So these two personalities, they are not just having darshan, but also getting the beautiful touch of Krishna's hand, which is full of butter. So all that soft touch of Krishna, they are experiencing. And then ultimately, we all know that how in Damodar Leela, Krishna get binded to this grinding mortar by Mother Yashoda, and Krishna, he just tries to pass in between these two trees, and when it gets stuck, just breaks these two trees apart, and these two personalities, Nalakuvera and Manigriva, they get darshan of Krishna. They get delivered by the hands of Krishna himself. So how it's like a blessing disguised in the form of a curse. Externally, it looked like a curse, but because it came from the lotus mouth of a pure Vaishnava, pure Vaishnavacharya devotee like Naradji, that curse also became like a boon. So we have to understand that the association of such devotees, anyway, physically, mentally, in any way, when we associate, we always and always get some kind of benefit. We may observe it, experience it, or not. So we just heard these two examples. Now there is third example, very beautiful example, which Srila Gurudev, Srila Maharaj Ji also, they used to give this example every time. Very beautiful example about King Nriga. Many of you might have heard this name before in Harikathas, but the whole history of Nriga, who became a lizard by the curse of a Brahmana. So what is the pastime that, and this pastime is full of so many teachings. That's why we are not just moving very fast, covering just, oh, Ahilya is there, the twin trees are there, then the king in the form of a lizard is there. No, we are trying to understand the meaning of this pastime, plus also the teachings that our Guru Vargas used to give in these pastimes. So briefly, we will discuss about King Nriga. It's a very beautiful instance which gives so many teachings. And taking this instance, even Krishna, he taught his grandchildren, taking the pastime of King Nriga. So this King Nriga, he was a very great donor, very great donor. And not just he used to donate to whoever will come to him, but also he just call all the Brahmanas, all the sadhus, and himself he used to donate so much. So one is the case that a person is going and begging, and then we are giving. And then there is another thing that the person is so magnanimous that he himself goes out and start distributing things. So this King Rig was such a generous donor. So he used to donate cows. He used to love donating cows. He had so many cows. He used to donate as much cows as a person want. He used to donate. So once he donated 10,000 cow to one Brahmana. And that Brahmana was very happy. He took all those 10,000 cows. But by some mistake, not of the king, but the mistake of, you can say, by the will of providence, one of those 10,000 cows, it came back into the cowshed of king. And the next day, another Brahmana came. And that another Brahman, he wanted just 100 cows. So he said, okay, I can easily donate that. He gave 100 cows to the second Brahmana. Now, while he was giving the 100 cows, one cow of those 100 cow was that same cow which came from the first Brahmana. The first Brahmana got 10,000 cow. One of the cow of those 10,000 came back into the cow shed, and that got donated again to this second Brahmana. King was unaware of this. But when this first Brahmana he went back, he found that these are not 10,000 cows, these are 9,999 cows. Where is that one cow? The king must have just betrayed me. So he came back next morning. And then he just told both of these two Brahmanas, they came in the court of this king. And the Brahmana, he said that, "O king, you have done a great mistake. You have done a great sin. You promised a number to a Brahmana that you will give such donation, but you didn't put to your words and you lied." Then king explained that it is not my fault if that cow came into the cow shed again and it got donated to another Brahman. You don't worry. I will give you another 100, 200 cows. Don't worry about that. But the Brahmana was, no, this is completely wrong. You have not been careful while serving sadhus. You have not been careful while serving sadhus. Now, externally, it may appear that how hard-hearted these sadhus are. They should not do like this. But everything has a reason. Like Narad ji, he cursed at once. What was the mistake? A person may say, everyone has their own life. If these two son of Kuvera, they were enjoying their life. Why Naradji is thinking so much? He's disturbing so much. No, these Vaishnavas, they are so compassionate that they know that in the name of enjoyment, the Jivas, they actually suffer because they are not in their natural state. They are not following their Jaya Dharma. They are into the state of foreign atmosphere in which they might think that they are enjoying, but ultimately they are suffering a lot. And it's my responsibility, it's my natural compassion through which they will get delivered. So these two Brahmanas, they got so upset that how can this king Nriga, he do like this? He had been not careful in giving donations, in doing the service. And what he has done, he promised something and he did something else. That means he changed his colors. He changed his colors. He changed his mood. He changed his words. So these two Brahmanas, they cursed at once this king. That go, you like changing your attitude, you like changing your decisions like this, go and change color in the form of a chameleon. We all know chameleon. In Hindi, we say it girgit. So that changes color. So this chameleon, as soon as they got cursed, this king got cursed by these two Brahmanas. Now the Brahmanas, as soon as the word came out from them, the king transformed into a chameleon. And seeing this king's such state, again the Brahmana at once felt so much compassion that, oh, we should do something for this king. And then what happened? They gave this boon to this king in the form of a chameleon that in Dwapar Yuga, Krishna will appear and he will give you his touch. And from the touch of Krishna, you will get delivered. And that's what happened. In Dwapar Yuga, when Krishna was in Dwarika with all his family, his son, great grandsons, so many, such a big family. Krishna, how many wives he had? 16,108. With every wife had 10 children. And then there were so many grandchildren, great grandchildren, so many. So a whole city full of Krishna's family only. Now, these grandsons of Krishna, they were playing in the ground. They were playing with the ball. And while playing, one of the grandson, he just threw the ball so high, it went and fell into a well. And all these grandsons of Krishna, they went and saw this very different looking chameleon. And they called their grandfather Krishna. Krishna came and he extended his hand. He touched this chameleon. And as soon as that chameleon got the touch of Krishna, came out as a beautiful personality in the form of King Nrega. And then Krishna, he was standing, and this King Nrega, he started giving so many nice prayers to Krishna. And he was himself confused. He was himself confused that I did not do any great things like that. I just donated some cows to these sadhus. I did not do such a great thing. Then how come I got such a great blessing or such a great fortune that I am able to get your touch, O Supreme Personality of Godhead? And this is the question which Srila Gurudev used to again and again bring. And as an answer, he used to glorify Srimad Bhagavatam. This is one of the glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam. That what was that particular thing that became the cause of such great fortune of this King Nriga that he had darshan of Krishna. He had the touch of Krishna. So Guru Maharaj Ji also, he explains that King Nriga, he was very stubborn in donating cows only. Like this is a different kind of thing that how he is good in donation, but he is also little stubborn that I'll donate cows only. So once a Brahmana came in his assembly and said that I want some donation. Now King Rig said, yeah, You can take how many cows you want? 100 cows, 10,000 cows, 1 lakh cows. I can give you. Said, no, no, no. I don't even want a single cow. I just want a set of Srimad Bhagavatam. Can you give that? Now this king said, Srimad Bhagavatam? No, I don't donate these kind of things. I donate only cows. So this Brahmana, he said that, I'm sorry, but I want that only. I have heard that you are such a great donor and nobody gets out of your kingdom empty-handed. I think I have to go out like this because I don't want anything else. Now this king, he felt that it has come on his ego. I am such a great donor. If this particular Brahman will go empty-handed, it's a black spot on my name. I'll not apply this. So without any kind of mood, without really being very inclined to donate, he actually ordered a Srimad Bhagavatam. And without any mood, with a very indifferent mood, he just gave it, okay, you want this only, take this. So that donation of Srimad Bhagavatam, even not with the purest moods, became such a great Sukriti, such a great spiritual merit that ultimately he could get this darshan of Krishna. He could get the touch of Krishna. So this is the glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam, the glorification of donation of Bhagavatam, the Bhagavat Saptas that we organize and everything. So this in itself is not an ordinary thing that, okay, just 7 days Bhagavat, 2 hours each. No, it's a very prominent thing. We might not be able to see it, but all these examples from scriptures, all these instances, this proves that how glorious donation of Srimad Bhagavatam, organizing a Bhagavat Saptah, how glorious it is. That what can be the results of doing
Sridhar
this.
Maharaj contact के विलंबा नाम
So King
चंद्रकला
Mriga,
कुछ है
he attained such a high class state,
17
but there was a fault. Now
नहीं 17
Krishna, he
18
himself, when this happened, all this happened in front of the
17, 18,
grandchildren of
19.
Krishna. Now Krishna, what he is doing? He is being in the role of a grandfather, a very great father figure. He is teaching all his grandsons. He is explaining the concept of Apaharan. Apaharan means abduction. What is abduction? We know the stealing part, like a thing which belongs to someone else, but I just stole it. So that is called Apaharan, abduction. I just made it mine and I didn't share it with the real owner. So Krishna gave two examples here, and Guru Vargas, they explain these two examples. There are two kind of abduction, Apaharan. That is Devasva Apaharan and Brahmasva Apaharan. So Devasva Apaharan and Brahmasva Apaharan. Devasva Apaharan means when we abduct anything which belongs to Krishna. We abduct, we steal, and we just consider ours that thing which is the property of the Lord. So if we just observe this, then we will find that every day, every moment, we are actually doing Devasva Apaharana. Everything belongs to Krishna, and if we don't apply that or don't use that properly with a proper consciousness that this has been provided to me by my Guru Vargas, by Krishna himself, then what we are doing? If I am just taking anything, even one bite of food I am taking for my enjoyment with a mood that it's mine, then it comes in the category of Devasva Apaharan. Because everything in this world belongs to Krishna. And I am what I am doing? I am doing abduction. So one is Devasva Apaharan and another is Brahmasva Apaharan. Devasva Apaharan is still fine because it is the abduction that we are doing from Krishna. So it is said na, that if we do any kind of offense unto Krishna, then Guruji will save us. Vaishnavas can save me. The holy name also can save me. But if I do Brahmasva Apaharan, if I do any kind of offense, or if I steal from sadhus, if I do offense to devotees of the Lord, that comes in the category of Brahmasva Apaharan. And for that, it is much more grave. It's very difficult to atone. The atonement to Brahmasva Aparan is very difficult. And King Rig, through him what happened? Brahmasva Apaharan. And that's why even Krishna, nobody could actually help him, but only those same Vaishnavas, those same Brahmanas who cursed him, by their mercy only he could have got delivered. And that's what happened. By the mercy of those two Brahmanas, first they cursed, and out of compassion they said that don't worry. In Dwapar Yuga, Krishna will come and he will give you his touch. So this Brahmasva Apaharan is very dangerous. And our Guru Vargas, they keep on explaining this thing, that how we should be very, very careful, very, very careful in the dealings of Vaishnavas while serving Vaishnavas. Every day we sing Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Bando Mui Savadhana Mate. Bando Mui Savadhana Mate means while serving Guru, while serving Vaishnavas, one should be very, very careful. Very, very careful. Vando Mui Savadhana Mate. Narottam Das Thakur is explaining, all our Guru Vargas, they explain this part. This is the first line of the Kirtan, saying that Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Shri Guru's lotus feet, Vaishnava's lotus feet, they are the abode for bhakti. Through that we get bhakti. So we have to serve those lotus feet with so much of care, not randomly, not with our like casual mood that okay, I'll let a little bit and then I'll sleep. No, then I'll never do. I'll do after 1 year. Every Guru Purnima I'll do once. Srila Gurudev used to say that so many devotees, they come only, they show their face only once in a year on Guru Purnima. And then whole year where they are, what they are doing, don't know. Have no idea. So have to be very careful. And this is the example, King Nriga. That little carelessness resulted in such anger of those Vaishnavas. And that anger, out of their compassion, they gave the boon, that's fine. But as a part, on the part of being a disciple, being a devotee, we have to be very careful in our dealings, in our services. So there's so much thing that Guru Vargas explain about this particular thing, Devasva Apaharan and Brahmasva Apaharan. We will discuss a little bit more in the next class and continue from here. So, because this concept is something very important. We are not trying to hear the pastime and understand, okay, King Nriga, he became a chameleon, he became a lizard, and still he could accept Jaiva Dharma. Why he could accept Jaiva Dharma? What went wrong that he had to become a lizard? And how I should be careful that I should not perform those kind of mistakes. This is the intelligence. Learning from others' mistakes, learning from these pastimes, not just hearing it like a story, but applying those teachings in our life is actually the real form of hearing which our Guru Vargas recommend. So we will try to follow that procedure of understanding things from the basic level and trying to keep it in our head at least, so that slowly we will be able to apply also in our life. So I hope it is clear. The time is also exceeded now. So we just covered two main things. First is that what is the meaning of Jaiva Dharma? What is the religion of the soul? We took the example of water, how it gets converted into ice when it's not in its natural environment, natural position. Then we understood what is the Jaiva Dharma, what is the Swarupa, what is the constitutional position of Jiva, what is the nature. That is Krishnera Nitya Das, Krishna's eternal servant. And then we tried to understand that this Jaiva Dharma is not, is it just for humans And if not, then what are the proofs that is not just for humans, that it is also for all kind of jivas, be it in different species as well. So with this, we conclude our today's session, and we will continue from here in the next class. Okay, Hare Krishna. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranams.
Dandavat pranam.